Hello, this is Godel. Welcome to the Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle Series. Today we're starting really fast in the Lucian Waters because I have logged in and looked at our logic grids available. We have 3 logic grids available for 3 minutes. So, yeah, I gotta hurry up and try to find some of these or something. So these logic grids are gonna despawn in 3 minutes. If I find them, maybe I can do them. It's really gonna depend on what spawned as well, so yeah, I'm just in a rush here to try to find them. Double checking that the recording is actually recording. No match 3s, I looked at that as well. But I just saw that it was 3 minutes left. Well, it was like 3:30 left when I saw that, and I'm like, oh shoot, I better start recording. So yeah, here is the cluster of, or the rush to try to find a puzzle. Even one would be nice before they despawn here. So here we go. Not really having any luck so far, though, I must say. So I don't usually hop on at this time to record, so didn't expect the puzzles to be expiring. I guess at least I didn't like miss today's puzzles completely, and it was like 20 of them or something. Let's see how much time we have left. A minute and a half. So only spent 3 minutes, really, or only spent a minute and a half total. Jeez. I'm just not really having any luck finding any of them, though, so we might not even get 1 out of 3 here. Whatever we find, though, we're gonna have to speed run solve it. Nothing in here, anything in here. Anything, whoops, anything on top of this structure. Oh no, don't fall now. This calls for a super jump to get up here more quickly. Nothing in the back. Nothing over here. Nothing in the front. Nothing on top. Yikes, well, probably in my haste for trying to find a puzzle, I probably overlooked them. Because normally I wouldn't be running around so quickly and frantically, but, yeah, 20 seconds. Can I find a puzzle in 20 seconds? Oh, there's one! We have like 10 seconds, let's do it. 3. Oh no, 3. 3. Oh no, we've made a mistake. No! No! I had it! Well, dang. Now there's 9 available though, so let's go again, I guess. I guess it'll be interesting to see if I find that same puzzle and if it's still halfway solved. That would be pretty funny. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing here? We have no squares of either kind and no 4 in a row. So we're gonna have to start here. And then dark light. And then here we'll do dark light. Light, dark. Dark light. Dark light. Dark. This one needs to be dark light. Then that can be dark light. Let's see. This is dark light. Dark. Whoop. Misclicked. I failed my concentration test. If I can do that without making any errors. The answer? No. Let's check when the match 3s. Those are a while away. Okay. I thought those might also be resetting soon, but nope. Those are on the opposite side of the clock. Okay, here's another one. This is a 4-pipper. We're doing letters here. Let's see. C needs to come down here. So B and A going around the back probably makes the most sense here, and then it doesn't have to kind of get in the way of C, which is now going to go... Nope, it's not going to go like that. Actually B, yeah, B going through here makes more sense. So then C can come around like this, then A can go like that, and C can come around back here. Okay. So let's see, for our daily quest, we still have movement puzzles. Might drop that one, to be honest, we'll see. It's kind of hard to find those kind of puzzles. With the offline restoration mod and my current level of completion. So we are looking for up to 7 more logic grids. That would be pretty huge if we could find them, because that's a pretty big percentage of what we have left over here. Okay, well... I know one spawns down here in the riverbed, but looks like not today. There's one. Alright, all dark have 2. Let's see, this can't connect either of those directions. This one can't go up. Whoops. I mean, it has to go. It can't go up, and then I proceeded to make it go up. Here, let's do that, and then let's do this. Okay. Oh, here's another one, just right next door. Oh, no 4 in a row, so okay. I was like, what? How dare it? Ye old not planning my moves and just kind of doing them. Yeah, let's start over. Let's go like... Well, let's do it the old-fashioned way, shall we? So B needs to connect here. There we go. Kind of trying to solve it a little too fast. Time pressure's over, I can chillax. So what is that, 4 puzzles that we found? Wait. How many are left? 5? We did more than 2, right? We did like 3? Maybe I miscounted the initial count of puzzles. I thought it was 7, but maybe I can't math. I can go back and look in the recording if I really wanted to know, I guess, but I don't actually care that much. Okay, so A is gonna have to come out. I don't know what B and C are doing over here. They're kind of like irrelevant. Okay, good stuff. Oh, here's one. Now there's a puzzle up there, huh? I see how it is. Want to hide the puzzles from me until it's like they're about to be gone. Okay, so no 4 in a rows of any kind, and then we gotta connect everything up. Well, let's start by putting the wrong move over there. Good stuff. Okay, so we have A up here, A up here. There's an F, there's an E. E does need to escape from here. So E is all good. A needs to escape. It needs to meet up down here, but it cannot meet up through here, so it's got to go this way. Wait, there's a G? Jeez, there's a lot of letters on this grid. A has to come out here. So we're gonna have to cut across here, then come down like this. Oh. I'm like, why aren't we done? Alright. Okay. Good stuff so far. I think that leaves 4 left that we can find. I just saw one, so I'll go back to it. 3 left, okay. So here's another one. Just more letters, huh? Kind of boring, to be honest. Okay, so there's 2 left. I'm actually really curious if the grid that we started working on just moved somewhere else. So I'm gonna keep searching until I find all of them, but since I've done a full lap around here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut, and then I will come back once I find some puzzles. So, be right back plus 5 seconds, because I always find a puzzle 5 seconds right before I cut. Or right after I cut, I should say. Okay, well, not quite 5 seconds, but I did find one a few seconds later. This one's a 3-pipper. No elbow macaroni zone. Ooh, I'm just like not nailing the clicking at all today, am I? Let's see. Let's clear out the elbow macaroni risk zone first. Can we do something like this? Yep. Okay, cool. Alright. Whoops. Whoops again. Clicking all in the wrong spots. Alright, 1 puzzle left. Then we're gonna only have 8 puzzles total left. And we could have been 0 to 3 puzzles closer, depending on, I guess, what shuffled around if I had logged in earlier, but this is how life goes sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut again, and I will be back once I find the last grid. Last one? Yeah, only 1 more. So yeah, be right back. Alright, I found it here. And it is not the 1 pip we saw before, so unfortunately we're not going to find out if, what's it called? if that puzzle could have even moved, but, yeah, let's just go ahead and work on this one for the moment. So we need to connect all light cells. Oh, there's no 3 in a row of dark cells. Gotcha. I thought it was no 4 in a rows of both. But that makes it a little easier, actually, to get started here. We probably want that to come in there, because no reason not to. With a puzzle like this, you know, if you have no reason not to do something, you might as well go ahead and do it. Alright, we need to come through here. Whoops. Alright. Okay, well, that's all of our grids for Lucent Waters. Just double checking there's nothing else solved. Let's go through really quick, make sure, see what our inventory of puzzles remaining looks like. So we've done all perspective, all hidden puzzles. We need 8 more logic grids, 1 more pattern grid. We've done all the movement puzzles. We need 1 more match 3, and we've done all of these garbage. I mean, morphic fractals. So, 9 puzzles to go, and then we're done. 10, sorry, I can math, I swear. 10 puzzles to go, and then we're done. Okay, I'm going to actually have to step away for a minute, but I'm going to go over here. And I want to check the congruence cluster before I step away, and I'm going to actually close my game and restart it and see if anything changes. And unless there's a puzzle here waiting to be done, in that case, I guess I'll just leave it open. But, yeah, here we go. Nope. So, I'm gonna remember this picture here and then see if this is still here when I get back. Let me actually take a screenshot. Alright, I will be back momentarily. Alright, I have returned. The puzzles are definitely different here, but still not what we're looking for, so I guess we can count that as a double check. 2 checks in 1 video, but still no sign of the one we're looking for. And I would like this leitmotif now, please. Thank you for that. Okay. Okay, so we've kind of checked our usual spots. What do we want to do today? Well, I'd maybe like to find this matchbox over here. Don't think I'm gonna find it from all the way over here. So we can go over there. I can also take a look to see where we might find some movement puzzles. Ah, great. This does not look like it's going to be good. We need it looking pretty square. Never mind, that was pretty easy. Just had to kind of make it so it's not rounded out, make it nice and square. Call it luck or skill, I don't care. It was both, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, let's head across to where that matchbox was. I'd like to find it. Where's the matchbox? Oh, there it is. I was too far away. Hey, there it is. Okay, so we don't have to go over there, actually. I just found it. Let's take a look to see what puzzles are available and see if we even have a available movement puzzle that we need. So we do have a new float orb here. We do have a wandering echo, and we do have glide rings. We have the glide ring, but we do need a labyrinth. Labyrinth is under this category, right? This one? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's a couple of those as well. Let's go this way because I know there's some floor tiles with labyrinths. They're specifically labyrinth tiles, so with the, yeah, and this one we need. With the offline restoration mod, these actually do not ever change to anything that's not a labyrinth. Like, they are what they are. And that's just the price to pay to use the mod, unfortunately. So we do not want to go down anywhere. If we pay attention to the up, We might actually be able to find a shortcut here. Oh, whoop, I fell too far, but looks like we can go back up. Nope, I can go back up maybe if I go on the side. There we go. What is going on in this maze? I'm so confused. Alright, that was a very disorienting maze. No part-time, but we did get out of there at least. And that did count as a, quote, movement puzzle. It is, like, very much a movement puzzle, but just like... normally it's not categorized as such. It's over here in the menu. It's either under, it's under action or environmental usually, so... we might have a better time. The one I'm worried about is finding is a wandering echo. So let's look over here for that as well. 5 wandering echoes and 2 float orbs over here. That's pretty good. And then what about in the serene deluge? There's what's that? 7 wandering echoes. Sorry, 13. I can't math today apparently. And then over in the Verdant Glen, there's 1 wandering echo. There's 3 wandering echoes and 1 float orb. Maybe I shouldn't worry too much about the wandering echoes. I guess the float orb might be more of the challenge to find. I've definitely done those a lot more consistently. So no float orbs over there, and then there was 1 over here, yeah. So I think there's only 3 float orbs currently available in the whole of the game. So let's actually focus on looking for the float orbs, and then we will probably just naturally stumble upon the other one, which I have forgotten the name of. Okay, so we need to connect all light and dark cells. Am I a genius? I'm almost a genius. Whoop, we can't do it like that. Hold up. Alright, what's wrong with you? What's your problem there, buddy? It wants that, is what the problem is. I might need to solve it more methodically than that. So let's see, where's the edge of this guy? So this guy is positioned such that... I think this is correct because of the border rule. Now let's do these moves. And then let's do our mirrored reflections, which are already done. Okay. This needs to come out. I think we need to have a light cell in here. But if we go like this, then we need to do the same thing on this side. Okay, this is looking good. There we go. I was kind of trying to finagle my way to that without actually, like, doing it one step at a time, but, not quite versed enough in that. Managed to one-shot that puzzle, only looked at it once and I got it. This is probably going to be one of the longer recording sessions, I'm thinking, so... Yerp. Connect all dark cells? It's going to need to be rotationally symmetrical. So if I do this, if I put a light cell here, we'd be in trouble. So this has to be dark. Now this could go up here. And it could also go across here. Which way would make more sense, I guess? All of the light cells actually need to go ahead and be mirrored as well. So we can go ahead and do this. So the 3 mirrors to over there. This 3 goes over here. Whoops, this 3 goes over there, I mean. Okay, the 3 needs to come this way, and then... Let's see, if we go up... If we go up, we'd be in trouble, because there'd be a dark cell here, and it would cut off the 4. So this needs to be dark. And then this 3 is going to come down here. So on the other side, we need to do the same thing. So 4 cannot come in through there in general. So 4 is coming in through the bottom, which means it's going there. I think... Let's see. I think we can do this for the 4 and that for the 3, and I think we're all set. Nice. Tricky puzzle with the galaxy, but I enjoyed it. Alright, just looking around here. Do a quick one of these. Not quite so lucky with the guess. I'm actually just going to go ahead and use a foresight here. Get some extra points out of that. What else am I going to use the foresight for? I'm just going to keep doing puzzles just kind of as they show up. Okay, let's see. So we have an A with a lotus in it, and then we have a dark with a lotus in it here. We need to connect to this A without touching this cell, but it needs to be symmetrical. So we're gonna have to climb up like this. Whoops. Okay, this needs to be closed off. That needs to be closed in. That can go there. Alright, cool. Matchbox. How do you do? How do you do, my fellow Matchbox? This is a very peculiarly placed Matchbox, so I bet I can get it if I just get distracted by a hidden cube. Headphones check. Yep, my headphones were indeed backwards. I'm like, why is it getting quieter? Okay, so this green matchbox here, I'm guessing if we go this way, we're gonna maybe see where its buddy is. No? Kind of surprised. There's not really a whole lot of angles you can see this thing from. We'll check it's not on top of one of these pillars or something. What about from inside here? So we can't really see it from out here. Can barely see it from in here, actually. Yeah, we can click on it through that little pillar gap. Get a higher ground look at this area. See if it's visible from up here, maybe? Matchboxes are like the one kind of puzzle you like just do not really get any better at. Either you're good at finding stuff or you're not. Alright, well, I don't want to spend forever on a matchbox, so I will find it some other time. Let's go focus on trying to find our flow orbs, because that's going to be a big time constraint if we are not just keeping our legs moving and looking for that. Again, not too worried about the flow orbs, but definitely the wandering echo, but definitely the flow orb is going to be tricky to find, I think. Let's go check the upper... I did not mean to fall. The upper area over here. Let's see. Well, those can't connect, so... These fives make sense to connect. Sure, why not? Alright. Anything of interest in the up here? See a green matchbox up there. Anything in here? I'm not actually sure if anything can spawn in this area. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. Here's this matchbox. Just checking down here along the ground. Here's 2 rolling block puzzles. That one's done, actually. So just one. Doesn't look too tough. Easiest rolling block puzzle of my life. Oh my goodness. Let's see if the sightseer takes us somewhere that we know. Trying to think, where would this even be a image from? Because I know what I'm looking at in this picture, I just can't tell where I'm looking at it from. Like somewhere over here? Maybe this, along this path right here? I feel like we're close, right? Like, that's up there. This one is way over there, so we need to skew our perspective this direction. Alright, now do these line up? These 2 puzzles in the air? Can't really see both of them at the same time, though. And it kind of looks like we're looking at the path down towards the orb. So is it like somewhere along here? We can see the lake down there. This path, maybe? We can't see the orb at all, though. Oh, you know what? I think this is from the other side, because I'm looking further in the background, and I am seeing autumn fall. So I think we are actually supposed to be looking at it from this side. Yeah, here we go. And the perspective of these, stand? Here we go. Adjust, and got it. I will take a shy aura, thank you. Okay. This puzzle has kind of a weird setup. Ooh. What's going on here? Why is this, like, so dark? Why did I never notice this? Is like pitch black here for some reason. And it just, like, goes all the way, huh? Okay, well. Let's keep moving, trying to find that float orb. Ah, here it is, actually. Nice. Looks like we're going to be doing, like, a downhill scramble here for this float orb. This, Shy Aura here decided to not cooperate. So it's going to get caught by force. Alright, so that's 5 float orbs, 5.5 seconds. I think we can do... Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. Looks like there's a lot of different ways to do this, but I'm just gonna go... Nothing fancy, just go here, here, drop here, and mess it up. Let's restart. Yeah, plenty of time to spare there. Easy. Oh no, not this kind of memory grid. Alright, logic grid with dark regions have area 2. And I think I'm just going to do the dark regions and then fill in the rest of the lights. Simplifies things a bit. Back-to-back hidden archways, that's pretty nice. Alright, so we're still looking for Wandering Echo. We do need mazes as well, so... Well, movement quests in general. Puzzles, I mean. For our quest, that is. So yeah, we'll definitely do mazes that we come upon. Whoop, wrong way. Hello tree, how do you do? Whoops. Whoops again. Alright. There's a Wandering Echo. So that's actually going to complete the variety part of the what's it called? The quest. Now we're just going to need to actually find more puzzles to do. 1 symbol per light area. Connect all dark cells. So this A and B is going to be responsible for filling in any kind of rogue dark cells. Dark squares, I mean. Just thinking about this. So this cannot be light, so that's going to be dark. I think this is probably going to go... Let's see, how is the 6 going to fit in here? It's going to have to go something like this. Yes. There is something over here, actually. It's probably a good thing I'm finding it, because this is, like, the corner I'd probably never come check out. Alright, and we're going up to the corner I would never come check out. Cool. Alright. 5 puzzles to go. 5 movement puzzles to go. We've also finished our 100 puzzles quest. Let's go actually turn that in, because there might be something else juicy for us to pick up and work on. while we're looking for our movement puzzles. Leitmotifs, no thanks. Floor slabs are actually pretty good. I think I will pick up floor slabs. Though hidden rings and glide rings, I'm gonna take floor slabs, actually. Hidden rings, like, glide rings don't seem too bad, but hidden rings, 10 of them, could, like, take a really long time. It's almost like a luck-based that we're gonna run into them or not. So, yeah, let's keep looking for movement puzzles. Let's see what else we have in this area. So there's one more maze we can do. There is one more flow orb, and there's 4 more wandering echoes. So we don't even really need to leave the Shady Wildwood to finish our quest. And we might not, or we might leave anyways to get some variety. I don't know. Connect all dark and light. Okay. So one of these is dark and one of these is light. We know for sure. And then that's light, dark. Dark here. Let's see, if this is dark, this would have to be light. No, I don't know where I'm going with that logic. Alright, so no checkerboards. So let's do that. Then we can do this. Whoops. No checkerboards, no edge pieces. So this is dark. If this is dark here, this would have to be light, and it would have to come over here, and then this would be all dark all the way around here. But if this is dark, it would have to be dark too, at least here. This one would be dark all the way around to up to there. Don't think we really have enough to say for sure. So let's see, what if we put a dark here? That'd be dark, dark, dark. If we put a light here, it would be light, light. Kind of struggling to find a starting place on this. Maybe I need to think about these triple pieces over here. Why are they triple pieces? How do they factor into the puzzle? So these two are going to be opposite colors. Here's one. So if I put a light piece here to make this be a no checkerboard, I'd have to make a square. So this is going to be dark. There we go. Finally got some moves. So we have a light cell in here. Along this wall, there's a light cell, but only one direction. So it's either going to go like this and go around, or we're going to go like that. But there also needs to be a light cell over here. So I'm thinking the light cell has to be here. This is all going to be dark. This is going to be light all the way around. I think we were on the money there. Cool. Here's a hidden ring. Told you they're luck-based. And a hidden archway, too. Alright, and a hidden archway, too. Floor slabs I'll definitely do, just because we have a quest for those. In fact, I saw Sentinel Stone over there in the back. I should go back and grab. I'll grab this one while I'm in here. Yoink. Okay. Grab this. 7 and this. So the 7 is... The 7 has to collide with this galaxy. So we know that the 7 is going to go like this. And we know the galaxy is also limited in... Let's see. So the 7 has to come up to collide in the galaxy. But then 7 can go no further than 2 past the galaxy, which means it needs to do this. These all have to be dark because of the edge of the board. This has to be dark because of the edge of the board, so that has to be there. And the middle doesn't matter, but this does. Okay. We're going to call that puzzle 8 because it was shaped like the number 8. Here's a rolling block puzzle with coloring the tiles. Looks like our terminus is over here. And we've made a new terminus, so let's not do that. We definitely need to get in this area either sooner. There we go. That's it. Hold up. Hidden cube? Hi, I thought I heard it whispering at me for like a split second. And another one? Okay, cool. Let's go and grab this guy. I'm gonna need to stand somewhere else for this. Let's see, what breaks the least connections? Not that. This, maybe? Can't really stand any closer to this, but it's not close enough still, so we must not be in the right place. There we go. There was a maze that we could do. So the mazes in this area are here, along this area. There's one over here. And I think there's one over there. So let's go check all of the maze spots. That's one nice thing, I guess, about the floor tiles not being totally random, is that you will know where the floor tiles are, and you'll always know what each floor tile is. So this is an unsolved maze. Let's do it. Alright, we are going up. Going around more. There we go. One more floor. That noise is my character just bruising their nose against the wall. It must like stink to be a video game character, like your player constantly just piloting you into walls and stuff. Let's do a classic approach for the Shy Aura. Alright, so that's all the mazes that are available over here. Glow orbs and wandering echoes might be a little bit more challenging to find, though. Alright, let's do this guy real quick. So, one symbol per dark area, connect all squares. Now, hidden cube in the tree? So these are going to be light, light, dark, dark, light, dark. Um... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what is this guy gonna be? This guy won't be touching these, but it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's gonna be a 9. So I think to get a 9, we need to do this. Oh, no. That doesn't work because of that. Okay. These all need to be the same color. Which means this needs to be the same color as that. Which means... Okay, so this actually needs to be... This one needs to be light. There we go. 9. And the rest is just going to be overall symmetrical. Ignore the misclicks. Okay. Kind of feel like at this point I want to focus on the what's it called? The quest here. So I'm going to just drop this what's it called? This sightseer, most likely. Unless I like imminently see it. Never mind. That's it right there, isn't it? And then I'm just gonna go, I think I'm gonna go over to Serene Deluge because we should be able to find a few mazes over there. Let's see, Crystal Labyrinth. There's 2 available, and then there's a lot of, just a lot of, movement puzzles in general available over there. What do we have over here? Hold on, we have a quest, or not a quest, we have an area reward to claim. Ooh, a, helmet. I think it's this one down here. Clothing. Headpiece. Yes, we just got this one. Neat. Hold up, fix the hair, fix the hair. Sorry, go back. I don't like that the helmet just, like, makes you bald. Well, it doesn't make you bald, it makes your character bald, but you know what I meant. Alright, floor tiles also we'll keep an eye out, because we have a quest for those. Okay, let's see. That's gonna be light to start, and then we can't have anything that's 2 tiles away from that. Oh, what a ugly puzzle rule. Alright, so no elbow macaroni. No elbow macaroni. Some other day, Mr. Logic Grid. I am approaching my threshold of wanting to solve you at the moment. Here's a maze we can do. There's another floor tile over there, so we'll go over there after. Alright. Here we go! Pretty straightforward maze. Alright. Oh, so close. I thought we had them all kind of in our initial landing spot, but not quite. Alright, good stuff. I'll take a look at this one. I'm just like not feeling more logic grids right now, this moment. Can I get the... No, I can't get the hidden relic while I'm solving the puzzle. That would have been funny, though. I bet there's one down here. Yep. I bet there's one up there. I bet there's one down here, too. Yep. Wasn't there a launch pad here somewhere? Yeah, down here. Does it go all the way up? It does. Okay, cool. And I bet there's one here in the back side of this. Yep, right there in the trees. Alright, oh gosh. Never mind. This is not that bad. How I have matured. So we're still looking for one crystal maze. Why is this all the way over here? This is like so far away from the orb. Pearl, I mean. It's like over on this little thing, I think? Like over here? Up there, maybe, even? No, we're like up way too high. This one, maybe? These sightseers are like gonna be the death of me. Sorry, YouTube. Unaliving of me. Yeah, that's what you have to say on YouTube. Let's go like this. Ooh, this is close. Close, but no cigar. What if we had this one still over here? We tuck one over there underneath. And then we can get stuck in the exact same spot we were stuck in a second ago. Unless, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Another pretty basic one. 5-pipper? Let's take a look at a 5-pipper. Oh gosh, this one I don't really want to do, but I would rather this one just be out of the genetic pool, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. This rule is horrible, though. One symbol per light area. Okay. I think that's all our givens. Now we have to figure out how we're going to connect these. So that's going to be a given starting point. If this goes this way, I guess let's figure out what this is doing first. This goes up here, which blocks that and that. This has to go... It can go at most once this way. Oh, this also blocks this one. I didn't see that one. Okay. So now that one gets finished. This goes here and here. Finishes this one. That blocks those two, which makes that pop up, which blocks that. And this blocks that, and this one is all... Nope, that one. And then, let's see, this blocks everything that's already blocked off, okay. Okay, so we have some more moves to do. We can block neither of those, actually. Can't do anything with any of that information. Wow, that's kind of lame. Okay, so we're gonna need to do at least this move over here, which once again gives us nothing. Why did none of these moves give us anything? It's like so weird. Hmm. Um. See, this has to come here, which blocks that. It's something, I guess. This does not need to come out here, so this could just go in here. Actually, that should probably just go ahead and close itself in, just to minimize the risk to adjacent cells. Yeah, what if we just think of it from that perspective? Also, this 4 blocks this. Are we good? Okay. Thank goodness I didn't want to sit there and figure out the tiles one by one any longer. Do I regret doing that puzzle? No, I'm glad it's no longer in the puzzle pool. Alright, there is the last maze we're gonna find. We can now go look for wandering echoes. I don't think there were any flow orbs available in this area, so let's take a look just for see if we can see the wandering echoes. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any yet because they are. Oh, there's two star puzzles visible here. There are actually several of them available, so. Okay. I see a few things I want to do. Let's do this guy first. Let's use all the space we're given, because it's probably intended to be used that way. That's why they gave it to us. I'm gonna ignore the sights here, unless it's imminently where we're going. Or, like, right here. Because it's right here, I'm gonna do it, but, gosh, where do we need to look at this from? Up on top of here, maybe? Yeah, I saw a hidden ring over there I want to grab. Anytime you see a hidden puzzle, gotta grab it, because it might not be there next time you look. Take a look for this matchbox really quick, but it's not really a primary thing I'm looking for. The red matchbox totally had the right to, like, disappear as soon as I said that. But it did not, so. 2 wandering echoes over here, okay. And a leitmotif, a pretty big leitmotif too. I bet it's cast from up there somewhere, so we'll go back up there and find this leitmotif. The hidden cube distracted me. Buddy, what are you doing in this tree? Alright, and let's do the other one. Oh, I'm like, where did it go? Okay, I totally lost track of it, and it did not last long enough for me to see. Where'd it go? Jeez. This thing is hard to track. It's moving so weirdly. Alright. There's 10 out of 10. Actually, that finishes both of our quests. Let's go ahead and find this leitmotif. It's actually on this side, not up there where I thought it might be, so... Yeah, good thing the Wandering Echo took me over here, I guess. Alright, what's our video time? Just about an hour. Perfect. Sorry, I see hidden pentad. I do hidden pentad. We don't want to be looking for like a bunch of these in the last of our days in this area. Oh, this one we also want to do though. I'll come back and grab it. Let me finish this hidden pentad first. Sorry for the flashbang there. Alright. Our last hidden pentad looks like it's up a floor. Yep, up a floor. Up a floor more. Let's take a look to see... So it's kind of going towards the middle here, huh? I think it might be inside this, but like in the ceiling, so... Yeah, up there. There it is. Now, because we are no longer blinded. There's another Wandering Echo. Just because there's so many, I'm gonna grab them. But, this is another priority puzzle. You don't see a lot of these every day. What is this Wandering Echo? Oh my goodness. Come here, buddy. Please stop doing this. Okay, jeez. Another one? Oh, man. Excuse me, I can't go through there. Sir? What? What is this? What is this Wandering Echo? He's like a buttons. Buttons on a big old remote control or something. Alright. This is our last one, right? We're not gonna find another one suddenly. Did you see that? He was like, yeah, we're going up. Nah, just kidding, psych. Staying down here. Extremely rude. Okay, all numbers off by 1. This is also extremely rude. So this is 7. This is gonna be 8. This is gonna be 5. This is gonna be 6. This is probably gonna be 5. Okay. Alright, let's head over to the Pearl, and that's where we're gonna call it for today. The Pearl is this way, right? Hold on. First of all, did I just see a hidden puzzle? No, I think my eyes played a trick on me there. Secondly, this is the way to the Pearl, isn't it? Yeah, it's up there. Jeez. I got, like, really disoriented. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No dominoes. Okay. Was that like the easy part or the hard part of the puzzle? Connect all light cells. That doesn't really apply yet. I feel like, can't we just do this? Alright, well, Let's turn her in. 1,000 more points here. I'm not going to take either of these quests. They both kind of stinky. See how many points we're at? 6,000? Uh... Yeah, I mean... Yeah. The customizations we have remaining to buy are pretty expensive, so... 60,000 is what we need for the male form, and then we'll be able to start moving on to purchases for the female form.